Dove, so earlier I posted a video surrounding a Jamaican woman living in Philadelphia with her teenage daughter. They were having an intense altercation and it seemed like it was surrounding the teenage daughter's dog. In this video, the teenage daughter shares her story. Take a listen.
Okay, it all started with my dog Fendi, the one I love more than anything. She's full of energy, a little wild sometimes, but she means the world to me. My cousin broke her cage a while back, and ever since then, it's like Fendi became so smart in getting out her cage. Every time I left for school, she found a way out. My mom wasn't having it. She already had her issues, and Fendi wasn't helping. Peeing in the house, chewing up pillows, and biting panties, and putting a hole in the basement door. Yeah, she was fed up. One day I was at the movies with my boyfriend, actually having a good time for once, happy that I got away in the house. I got a text from my mom saying Fendi has to go. Just like that, no warning, no conversation. My heart dropped. I broke down crying in my boyfriend's arm. Like, why would she say that to me? She knows how much I love that dog, and she was here for my mentality. She ruined my whole mood. Later that night, I came home and told her I'd buy her a new cage for Fendi. She agreed, and next thing I knew, she was dancing around the house with Fendi, like she hadn't just threatened to get rid of her. I looked at her and said, "You so bipolar, mommy," jokingly. She also took it as a joke. She didn't take me serious at all. I didn't even mean it as a shot. It just felt true in the moment. Here's a video. Then Friday comes. I was minding my business when she called me yelling. Fendi got out the cage again. She hung up and started blowing up my phone with text, saying Fendi has to go and I had to replace the door. I told her you have bipolar issues and reminded her that she keeps opening the cage after I fixed it. She sent me voice messages calling me after I felt disrespected and I called her crazy, manipulative, and insane. She took those words to heart and that I disrespected her. Then she told me to get out of her house and she said she was dropping Fendi off at animal control when she was getting home. So I started finding my dog somewhere to go. When I got home later that day, Fendi was still there. I was so happy to see her. She's my safe place. I went up to my room to chill, but my mom came in yelling, provoking me. She picked up the dog aggressively with a rope on, no shoes, saying, "Let's go, I'm dropping her off." She said this to get under my skin, which worked. I snatched my baby back, and things got heated. She hit me with a pole and punched me in the face. I told her over and over, "Don't touch me." And then she said the worst thing, that she wished she never had me. I snapped. I said something awful back, something about hoping her car crashed on the way to work and to kill herself. I didn't mean it. I was just hurt. Everything inside me broke for a second. She left, took my house keys, and locked the door behind her. The next day I went to work, then to my boyfriend's house because she took my keys. I also asked permission from his mother before I went there. She knows the situation and she said I could come over. The next day I went to work, then to my boyfriend's house because she took my keys. I knew I didn't have a way in. I tried to come home later. The door was locked. I asked if she left me a spare key, and instead of answering, she sent me a screenshot of my location at my boyfriend's and accused me of being grown. But she took my keys and texted me, "Do not come to my house because you're not going to let me in." It was getting dark after work, so I went over there for my safety. At first, I told her that I was taking driving lessons with my friend, which I wasn't. I was scared to go back to the house. I just wanted to try the door and see if it was open. It was getting dark after work, so I went back there for my safety. In Philly, we have a curfew. Since I am a minor, I cannot be out or they'll take me downtown. She didn't answer. I stayed the night at my boyfriend's, but we argued through text all night. The next morning, she blocked me. When I came home the next morning, she wouldn't let me in, yelling from her top window. She came downstairs, creaked the door open. I pushed myself into the house because that would be my only way in. She pushed me and tried to drag me out the house. and she let me know that I would have no peace in this house, and she wants me out. I ignored her for my sake. She poured water on my bed, got in my face, and started yelling again. I avoided her and ended up in the pink room. Then she started hitting me multiple times with different objects until my body was sore. I've recorded it all. I tried to stay calm, went into another room, but then she started throwing things at me. I kept saying, stop touching me, over and over again. Now I've got a bump on my head and a big red bruise on my leg. I called the cops. They came. They said she couldn't kick me out because I'm only 17. But they didn't do anything else. Nothing. Just left. I know I'm not perfect, but I am also a human being. And she doesn't understand that. My feelings doesn't matter to my mother. My room looks a mess, which I know. I've been struggling with my grades and school and personal life, which is messing with my mentality. I was waiting for the weekend to clean up. There was no dirty underwear. They were folded before the altercation. And also there was an incident few months ago where I brought my boyfriend over while she was at work. I got caught, but this is something I would never do again, and I never did after. I apologized after that incident, and she just let me know to ask next time. I've had multiple sleepovers with my boyfriend after this. He slept on the couch, I slept on the bed. I am not a bad kid. On her page, she doesn't want anyone to know this is how she truly acts. She tries to fight me like I'm her friend, and she talks to me the same way and also curses me out the same way. I've been in one relationship for 8 months. I got sexually abused when I was 14, and she still uses that against me. And now I'm sitting here still trying to figure out how something that started with Fendi turned into all of this. I still love my mom, I really do. But some days it feels like love isn't enough to keep the peace in this house. I would take any advice because I'm still growing up and I'm still learning. I would take any advice in the comment section.